Hello, I'd like to welcome everybody out once again to the Product Management View series. I'm Val Workman from Ramic Technology Solutions, one of the sponsors of this webinar series. And I'd also like to thank another sponsor, ReadyTalk, for their generous support and professionalism in supporting this community. It's been great to have them on board today. I'll be your moderator, and it's a pleasure to introduce to you Patty Vargas as our presenter today. Now, Patty was the founder of the Vargas Group and assists organizations in performance improvements. As an expert in technical project management, she provides critical missing pieces to present failed initiatives. And, you know, there's a lot of talk today about technologies and processes that product managers could use to be more productive. Her specialty is interpersonal skills for technical disciplines, assisting to align people and processes. It's that people issue that gets us normally, and so I'm very excited to hear what she has to say. I was able to preview a little bit of her PowerPoints this morning, and I think that we'll enjoy those. They will be provided access to those at the end, posted on our blog announcing this webinar series. Also, if you have a chance, I really like her term, soft skills, that she uses in her book, Extreme Project Management Makeover. And I'll probably provide a link to that as well in the blog. I know she's not even going to be able to cover even half of that book, maybe even 20% today. And so highly recommend, if this is of interest to you, to go out and review the book. It's not that hard. You could probably read it in a couple of days, but you'll want to go back and study it and review it as almost a Bible, to ask yourself, am I doing this? Am I doing this? Very simple, basic principles, very powerful results. Now, for those of you who are using Twitter, you can also follow the additional conversation using the hashtag PMV. This conversation will also be posted afterwards on the blog post, and I'd encourage you to go and make comments and ask additional questions on this post. I'll also be collecting questions throughout the presentation and review them during the Q&A session. Recently, there's been some good conversation about the topic in the product management anthropology, focusing on cultural changes that product management face in an organization. Feel free to ask questions about this topic as well. And if, Patty, not to stumble anybody, if we don't get those answered, we'll post those on the blog afterwards. And if this topic is of interest to you, I'd recommend the newly formed product management anthropology community of practice in LinkedIn, and its Twitter tag AOPM, and you'll be able to follow more discussion on the AOPM tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time in Twitter. Now I'm going to pass the control over to Patty, and she'll present this week's information on the people side, or soft skills of our profession. At the end of the presentation, I'll come back and connect the question and answer session. Patty?
Great, thanks, Val. That was a pretty awesome introduction. I don't think I've ever had my book referred to as the Bible, so I'm in some amazing company there, I guess. So thank you very much. You know, Val was talking about the difference between technical and soft skills, and I was a project manager for many years, and I mean, you give me a project plan, or you give me a form to fill out, or a matrix to use, and I am just like in seventh heaven. And so all of those technical skills are really, really important. But what I found would sink me every single time was the relationships on the team. And I started watching some of my peer project managers and trying to figure out, why did we fail over here and we succeeded over here? Why is this guy so successful and this one over here just can't seem to deliver anything on time or within budget? And almost without fail, it had to do with how well they were managing the people on the team. And when I would get so bogged down in what the assignment was, or what the project was, or what our goal was, and lose sight of the fact that those folks who were actually doing the work had lives and had issues and had their own agendas and so forth, then I would begin to flounder as well. So in my last couple of years of